creating an image these days is so straightforward and doesn't have to cost anything. So I'll show you just a quick way to create an image for your blog. So this is a Pixlr editor, and it's a free piece of software. There is a paid version as well that you can download to your desktop, but the free one is absolutely excellent, and I haven't had any need to go for the paid version yet. So I'm going to open an image from my computer. So let's go to Pictures. We'll select this. This is a picture I took sometime in the summer. It's just basically a piece of moss. So it's not particularly inspiring. So we'll just make some adjustments to make it more of a background and less a piece of moss. So first of all, we will do some blurring to just take the definition away. So we'll do if it lets me. Okay, so that's just a blur, a basic blur. So you just get a background color there. So now what we're going to do is play with the color balance. So we'll ramp up the green a little bit. Maybe take the blue down, see if we like that. Too much. Okay. And I mean, you can get any range of colors playing with this. Okay, so that's quite a nice color. So now we will play with the brightness and contrast a little bit. I'm just trying to create an interesting background image that we will overlay with text and have more contrast. I quite like that. Okay, so there we've got, it's not really identifiable anymore as moss, so we will carry on and maybe just make, and there are so many alternatives here. You can play with saturation, levels, you can make it look like an old photo, whatever. But I think that that will do me right now for what I'm thinking of. I might put a vignette. I always quite like vignettes, so let's put a little vignette on it. Not quite so strong though. Yeah, just darken the edges. Okay. And we'll save that. So let's just do File, Save. We'll call it 01. Okay, and JPEG. I prefer at this stage to save it as PNG because you get better quality. Takes a little bit of time. So saving. It's not normally quite this slow. It's because I'm also capturing the video at the same time, so that slowed the whole process down a little bit. But it normally is a little bit faster than this. There we go. Okay. And we will just save it here. Save. Okay, so that's that. So that's in the Pixlr editor. So now I'm going to go into PicMonkey. You can do this in Pixlr editor too, but I just prefer the way it works in PicMonkey, which is also free software. Or you can, here we go, we'll pick up the file again, open. Yeah, or there is a paid version. I do actually have the paid version of this for retouching and things, but it everything I'm showing you today doesn't need a paid version. Okay, so that's a blurry green background. So now we're going to make it mostly a text image. So for instance, I'm going to do an overlay, create a rectangle. Right now we will resize this to whatever size we want. So for me, I want it quite large because, as I said, it's predominantly here going to be a text image. So we'll just get that to the edges of the pages. And now I'm going to fade it out a bit so you can see through. So you've just got, it's more of an effect. Okay. Now we'll go to text. As I said, it's not normally this slow, but the image capture is making it slower than normal. Right, so we'll choose a type font, we'll add the text. Okay, so we'll just type away in this text box. 3 quick and simple. Alright, so let's click out of that. Now we'll edit what it looks like. So I want that to be in a kind of white, I think, but maybe with just a tad of green to just tie it into the background. We'll increase the size massively. 3 quick. Now we'll expand. Okay, so that's good. Now we'll expand the size of the box. What I tried to do here is just make it the same size as the background overlay that I just put on the rectangle. The reason for this will make sense in a minute, because I like to center it, and if you do it the same size, it's really simple to center. 3 quick and simple. So let's take that and, because obviously here it's taking up too much space, so we'll instead make it like this. And we'll drop it onto the same line. So there you are, 3 quick and simple. And let's move that up the page a bit. Now we'll do an alternative text. This is just, oh, no, I like Equidax. Okay. 3 quick and simple steps to improve your blog. There we go. So we'll go through the same process again. I want it to be white. I want it to have just a shade of green, greeny white, a little bit. We'll expand that to fit into the box like that. And this one like that, and then we'll center it. I think, yep, that will be fine. Here we'll turn it back because for some bizarre reason, right, this is something you'll find, the overlay always seems to block the text, so I'll just move the overlay for a minute so I can get back to the text here, because it's changed from my lovely Equidax, so I'll just change that back to Equidax. Now we'll just move this back, just take it back to where it was. In fact, I think I want it a little bit more like that, so I'll move the text again, balance it up in the box. Okay, that's perfect. Do the same with this one. Center it. Okay, steps to improve your blog. Now, I'll just do one more text. This is something you must always remember to do, which is to put your website URL, so that if somebody pastes the picture somewhere, it's always linkable back to your website. So mine is http novelexperience.info. Now this is not a main piece of the imagery, so you don't want it huge like that, so we'll take it right down to a little size. I normally do a bit bigger than that. Again, we'll take it up to be a white, just a hint of green. We'll move it down here, put it right at the bottom, because it's not meant to be an obvious thing in your face. It's just a little, kind of like a watermark to say this is yours. We'll make the text the same size as the box again. Fine work. And center it. There you go, 3 quick and simple steps to improve your blog. Now, there are all sorts of things in this Pick Monkey. There are, let me think, there are effects, there are touching up if you want to do facial things, you want to touch it up a little bit. There are all sorts of overlays. So if I wanted to put in symbols, for instance, which I don't really, but I could if I wanted to. I mean, there are all sorts of things that you can put in here, labels and grunge labels and all sorts. So I could put push pin if I wanted to, so I could just choose this nice green, put it too far up, get it smaller, so I could have it top here, could duplicate it, do another one here. I mean, you get the idea, it's very flexible. So if you wanted to do that, you could. I don't like that, so I'll delete them. Delete. Right, okay, that will do me. So save. You have options here. You can save it as PNG or JPEG. JPEG is fine for a blog. And then you've got Roger, which is your smallest size. Pierce, which is your kind of medium size. And Sean, which is your whopping great one. Perfect. Very crisp images, very large size. Now you don't want that on your blog. Poor readers will take forever to download it otherwise. So I tend to go for a Pierce or Roger. I'll go with Pierce, I think. Save to my computer. Image 01. So image 01. 02. Final. Save. And there you are, image saved, and you've got an image for your blog. So there really is no excuse to not have images in this day and age. They can be totally free. I mean, we created that in 12 minutes, and you have a free image that you can use on your blog. Hope that was helpful, and enjoy creating images. And please do this, because Pinterest is such a great channel to get more and more visitors and readers to your blog. It's such a shame to waste it. And with Google Plus and Twitter and Facebook all being quite image heavy now, you don't want to miss the opportunity for people to share your blog article. So get busy working on images and take care. Bye.